I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Let's get into the little quick guide through, and I will be showing you guys some alternatives for the people that don't have the blue ring and don't have the white ring. Okay, this loadout right here is what I would consider the best battle heal setup. This setup allows you to heal sufficiently for your group while maximizing your damage and also giving shielding. You got 2 shields rotating. You're also healing. You got 1, 2, 3 basically supercharge generators, 4 if you count Starbolt. Now, I'm gonna be alternating this loadout, and again, you can position this loadout however you like. Now, if you needed a little bit more heals, maybe you're running a content where you need to carry on heals. One of the things that you can do is you can take out Arc Lightning and you can put on your normal group heal. You can put on your normal group heal, which is Recover. So you can put it right there. Now, let's say you need a little bit more heals. All you got to do is swap it out. Put Empowering Pulse at the bottom and put Recover at the top. Now, let's say you still need more. Let's say you need a little bit more support. You can put in Flux in there. Now, the more survivability that I add in, you'll notice that I'm giving up some damage. Now, you can go further. Let's say you don't have Starbolt. A lot of you guys may not have Starbolt. What you can put in there, you can put in Pheromone Bloom in there, or you can put in Dash Attack in here. You have now a shield for yourself, and it also prevents control effects. This is going to knock down enemies and heal yourself. Now, let's say you want to get even more supportive. You can put on the blue Lantern one, and then when you do this combo, it's going to heal and do damage, and it's going to give you a big surge of power. So there's a lot of alternatives that you can work around with this. But here's the 2 powers that you should not be running. I'll repeat, you should not be running. A lot of people are using Electric Genesis. This move, this sparks on your feet. That power is terrible because it does very little heals and it is bad. This move, Biocapacitor, has a 450 power cost and has an 18-second cooldown, and it's not worth it. It does some pretty good heals, but it's not worth it because you're better off just using your normal group heals, whether it's Empowering Pulse or using I believe it's Recover. Why? Because both of those group heals charge up your Healing Ray and also your Page of Destiny. Now, in regards to artifacts, because I actually did forget to cover that, for this battle heal setup, you're changing up your artifacts a little bit. You're running EOG, so you can give up greens and give health off. You're still running Page, because that's gonna heal 2 additional people, and it gives, if anyone drops down health, the Page is gonna just boost them back up. You're running Trans. Now, this is huge. You're running Trans because Trans is gonna crit your damage and crit your heals. If you guys watched my art guide, I did say that Trans is a really good art. It's going to give you crits on your heals and your damage, which is huge. If you guys watch the gameplay, you'll see I get a lot of big crits for both my heals and my damage. You're going to run Scrap so you can continuously spam your supercharges, and then you're going to run Book because Book is going to give you Dominance, which is going to make your shield stronger. It's going to give you Might, which is going to make you hit harder. It's going to give you Resto, which is going to make you heal more. It's also going to give you a damage reflection shield, which if the enemies hit you, you're going to reflect back that damage. And it's also going to give you defense, which is going to increase your survivability. So that is the art that you're going to use. And then for allies, you're going to use Black Adam and the Flash. Now, one thing I did want to say is you don't have to do the whole combo. You don't have to do the whole combo for this move. You don't have to do the whole combo. You can just do 1, 2, or you could just hit it 1 time. You're really mainly using it for the fact that it's a supercharged generator, because you got 1 supercharge generator, then you got another supercharge generator, you got Tesla Ball, which is going to build your supercharge, and then you got Starbolt. If you're missing like the blue ring, or if you're missing Starbolt, it's okay. You won't be able to pop as many greens, but you can still do it. Now, for a loadout that completely doesn't have the blue lantern ring, for the people that don't have the blue lantern ring right now, it's just so I don't have to make a whole separate guide. You guys can run, if you guys don't have the white lantern ring, you can run that. Then you put on another 2K, whether it's Dash Attack, it's Pheromone Bloom. It doesn't matter as long as it's a 2K. Then after that, you can still have Circuit Breaker in there, so you can get some more damage in, or you can run in Forograte. I don't think it's worth it. Just run the Circuit Breaker in there. And I would honestly mainly be focusing on popping your Group Transducer and then into your 2Ks. All right. Now, other than that, from there, you can go ahead and put on you can go ahead and put on your recover in there. So you got this set up here. And again, you're mainly hitting these two, the 10K and then the 2Ks. You can run 3 2Ks and then just hit your 10K, and then every time you just keep popping your 2Ks in between, and your 2Ks plus your supercharge generator plus your Tesla ball will keep building your supercharge up until you have the group transducers up. And then your last ability, if you want, you could put biocapacitor in there, but you're really only hitting biocapacitor if you see that your whole group needs health. But this loadout I would only use if you don't have blue ring or white ring. If you have the white ring, put in the white lantern shield in there. And obviously, if you have the blue ring, do my initial loadout. So that is just the alternatives for people that don't have the blue and the white ring. You can still heal. You can still pop greens. Now, obviously, having the augment is good. Now, you guys may ask, some of you guys may ask, why don't you have the Sunstone Dust Blast? Now, I'm going to be making this and putting this up in a separate video, the healing aspect to this. This is a great alternative to put in, and it is a great healer move. I personally just feel like this new content just doesn't require that much heals to justify me using this supercharge. I'd rather just use Circuit Breaker and do more damage. So that's why I have that set up like that. I use Circuit Breaker, and then when I use my Circuit Breaker, my Arc Lightning's hitting hard, my Tesla Ball's hitting hard, my Empowering Pulse, my Hope Wave, my Star Ball, everything hits harder. So that's why I have it. But the Sunstone Supercharge is really, really good. The problem, and this is something you guys will realize, when you see people using the Sunstone, it'll feel like it's underwhelming and it's not that great. And it's not that it's not great. It's just the fact that since the content is super easy, you don't really get to see the full impact of this supercharge. Whether it's in damage, troll, healer, tank, you can't really see the full value of it because the content's easy. So that's that. But if I was to go, you know, like normal heal, let's say I wanted to like pulse more heals. One of the really good setups that you can do is rock this and then put on, you can put on Speed Drain or Feral Bloom in there. And this would be a more like battle heal, but more heals. Let's say the content was harder per se. You could run this setup if you wanted to get like more heals off. So if you do have blue ring, white ring, and you wanted to pulse out more heals, this would be a good setup. But I think personally the best battle heal setup is this. I mean, you guys saw it from the gameplay, the amount of damage being done, the amount of greens being popped, and all that. Now, it is crucial that you guys do run the back mod. This is going to reset your shield and supercharge generators. So it'll reset your supercharge generators in your loadout, and it'll reset your group transducer. And it's also crucial to know, I'm not running Healing Ray. It's not necessary. I'm running Trans, Book, Scrap, Page, and EOG. Allies, Black Adam, Flash, John Constantine. Oh, and skill points, the last most important bit. Super powered, critical, full might and power, and then restoration. And then 100 into precision, 100 into health, 100 into dom. Now, 99% of you guys are not going to have this amount of skill points. So I'm going to tell you guys how to do it. You're going to go super powered, critical tank. No, super powered, go 20 into critical attack chance. You're going to put 100 into might and power. And then you're going to put 100 into resto. So that's around what? 20, 120, 220. Everyone should be able to do that. If you're not able to do that, I'm going to say it again. You go super powered, 20 into critical, then you're going to go 100 into might and power and 100 into resto. If you don't have enough to do that for some reason, just do 50 and 50 into each. So super powered, 20, then 50, 50 if you don't have enough. If you do have enough, do 100 and 100. And you might wonder, why do I put 100 into each trait? If you guys notice, it says 10%. So when you put 100 into these traits, you get 10% of that stat. After the 100, it just goes into giving you see how it says the next level is plus 401 precision. This one says next level is 1,000 health. So if you get that 100 skill points into each spec, you're going to give off that 10% on each stat line. Now you may ask, why do you have precision as a healer if you're not using your weapon, or why do you have dominance if you're a healer? The dominance is to make my shield stronger, the health is simply for survivability, and the precision is for when my book art reflects the damage. When my book art reflects the damage, it goes off of my precision. So if you read the edict part, it says damage reflection duration 24 seconds, damage reflection is 20% of precision. So the more precision I have, the more damage it's going to do. So that's why I have spec this way. The restoration is not that crucial because you have so many moves in your loadout that you're clipping constantly. And so you're constantly pulsing out heals one way or another. On top of the fact that I'm spamming greens, the greens also do healing, and the content's easy where you don't really have to heal that much. So you want to kind of focus on battle healing. And mind you, I'm someone that I didn't really like the idea of battle support, but now I realize how good it is with all the stuff that they've been adding, on top of the fact that the content is easy enough to where you can get away with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this whole breakdown, and I hope to see a lot more battle healers. Please DM me in the game or in my chat or comment down below what you guys think about this setup. And I hope I answered a lot of your questions, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.